What's happening, brother Darvin? Can I holler at you? Can I sit down and talk to you? Let's rap a taste. Um, no. In all seriousness, I'm playing. Laker Nation, I don't even want to address Brother Darvin today. I mean, I don't want to talk to Brother Darvin today. I wanna talk to y'all. See, the only reason I started these Brother Darvin videos is because I got tired of yelling at the television, the top of my lungs, because of stupidity that continue to unfold on the NBA floor in front of my eyes on a nightly basis. And the phone was the only way that I can at least let that off my chest, man. And it seems like it really don't matter what you say, it's still happening. You know what I mean? And it's just to a point I don't know anymore, man. So I want to come and address this. I'm gonna call this the official Darvin Ham, just the Darvin Ham video, whatever title y'all want to title. I'm gonna address just the elephant in the room. I'm tired of every announcer dancing around. Well, their effort, or well, if they only made more threes. What? You hear people saying that if they only would have made 3 or 4 more threes, we'd have won. That's every game in the league. Every team in the world can say if we only made 4 more threes, we'd won. Yeah, that's 12 extra points. If only you scored 12 more points, you would have won. Look, I'm gonna address this, man. There is a great divide right now, and nobody is speaking about it. It is the old school generation, such as myself, that's used to common sense basketball, where you have the big men closer to the basket because that increases your ability to score. It increases your rebounding rate when you have bigs closer to the basket. That's why you keep them out on the floor. And then you have the post Steph Curry generation, which is about a decade long, where you have people just saying, well, we just need to shoot more threes and win. This little divide is where the old school and this new generation are butting heads, because they're not able to recognize the dumbassery that's happening on the floor. And this brings me to Brother Darvin. If you go back and watch my video I did about Brother Darvin, his coaching being exposed in the Western Conference Final, I go into great detail about him from beginning to end. And I'm not trying to bash the man, but it's just something that needs to be addressed, because we are watching absolute terrible basketball and we're paying for it. And it's making me mad. You see what I mean? We're paying for a ridiculously terrible product on the floor on a nightly basis. And it's making me mad. It's making me mad. Like, I wasn't mad previously, but it made me mad. You see what I'm saying? Like, I was minding my business, not mad, and now it's made me mad. You know, and I don't like that. I'm looking at Twitter, man, and a lot of my folks, man, they done checked out the game. Like I'm done with this. This is not gonna ruin my night. Shout out to y'all. Y'all know who y'all are, man. We be back and forth, man, about this, man. But look, let me address this, man. Brother Darvin. This is a brother, God rest his soul, because I'm sure he's a good man, probably a great father, all that. But we're talking basketball right now. This is a man who last year played Dennis Schroeder, Patrick Beverly, and Russell Westbrook lineups extensively and used them in a heavy volume 3-point shooting attack for half the season. For those who don't understand and comprehend simple things, let me break this down again. This man utilized Russell Westbrook, Patrick Beverly, and Dennis Schroeder, who combined should probably all never take a 3 in life, but he combined to use those 3's tiny guards in a heavy 3-point volume attack offense. And then we wonder why we were down 2-10 and couldn't This approach was used for half a season. That is the literal definition of insanity. Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. That is the literal definition. And this man utilized those three little guards for half a season, bro. Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you understand the migraine it is to watch that on the floor on a nightly basis and people dance around it and never addressing why are your rebounds so low? I mean, guys, we have to buckle down and try harder. What? You're playing free point guards. What are you? This is what us common sense folks had to deal with for half the season. And beyond that, because let's not act like Vogel wasn't doing the same thing. We were even in the bubble. Don't act like we was a Showtime team. That team was just as frustrating. It's just the fact that Vogel is an excellent defensive coach. And we were able to win games solely because of our defense. Our offense has never been good under Vogel. It's never changed. Now, fast forward to his three guards. We have the trade at the deadline. Excellent trade. We already know that. Not going to get into all that. We're able to recover from the hole that Darvin put us in because now we simply got better talent. And now the three guard lineups he still continued to use were a little bit taller, so we weren't as exposed. This takes me to the playoffs where we were able to get past the first two rounds. Why? Because Memphis didn't have a center and they were two small teams. So his three guard lineups were able to succeed because we were playing small teams and we were able to get by. Now this brings us to the Western Conference Finals, where we had a bigger team in the Denver Nuggets. Now, with all the available footage to show how we beat them in 2020, going big, using the Twin Towers to slow down my man, y'all know his name. You have scouts, you have assistant coaches that's supposed to watch footage of the previous matchup to scout and know how we're going to go against this team. But what did Brother Darvin do? He came out with the exact same three guard lineup he used against the Golden State Warriors. And gift wrapped our championship to the Denver Nuggets. There needs to be no discussion on whether he's a smart coach. He's lacking on the intellectual side of basketball IQ. That's not debatable. When you come out and start three guards against Denver, when all the footage of us beating them, you should be able to see with your vision that we went big and you weren't able to do that. You weren't able to put two bigs on the floor until the last game. And when it was actually working in the fourth quarter, you took the man out the game. If any of y'all was following me on Twitter at that moment when Tristan Thompson got on that floor and started cooking, we had the fast break going. The crowd was finally like, yeah, we in this. He was locking up Jokic with the size. Got a block, got a steal, was on the break with LeBron with the dunk. We was finally looking like a squad. He took the man out the game. I can't. And I got to argue with people. Well, Darvin Ham got us to the Western Conference. I'm sorry, y'all. This is. But anyway, I did a whole video on that. So if y'all want to go check that, man, check that. Again, I'm not trying to beat the man in the head. I'm sure he's a great dude, but this is basketball we're talking about, man. Have you ever wondered, tying this back into tonight against Orlando, have you ever wondered why do we never, and I mean never, look like the better team on the floor? Have you ever asked yourself that? With the most talent in the NBA on a roster, the deepest roster in the league, Why do we never look like the better team? I'll tell you, Brother Darvin. I've been saying this since preseason of last year. And I'm not saying that to say, listen to me. I'm just saying, for folks who can't, we got the old school generation and we have the post-Steph Curry generation. As I said, we have analysts on TV telling me, well, if they were just better percentage from three, they would have pulled this one out. We're not a three-point shooting team. Why are we going to shoot better from three when we're not a three-point shooting team? How about stop doing that? That's not our strength. Why aren't we utilizing our strengths? That's the job of the coach. And when you're watching the game and you're like, why are they never utilizing their strength? That should conclude in your mind, this is a bad coach. I don't understand, man. And now I got to be here in this twilight zone, hearing people dance around the issue on a nightly basis, man. We have a handicap at the head coach position every night. Every night we're at the deficit. Every night we're not at the advantage. See, let me explain something to you. The first and third quarters of the game, those are the coaches' quarters. It's what they call the coaches' quarters. That's how we know how prepared you are coming out the gate to play. That's the job of the coach. Then the third quarter is how the coach has adjusted what he told you we need to maneuver going into the second half. Those two are our worst quarters. That should tell you something. This is not a well-coached team. Period. Why is teams with less talent running circles around us in the first and third quarters? Because they have better coaches. I don't know, man. I'm clearly in the twilight zone, and it's like it's never changing, man. At the end of the games, it's the same comments. Guys, you gotta work better. We just gotta knock down more threes. It's when you look at the game and you look at the flow of the game, the offense is always trash. There's never any balance. There's never any rhythm. This 5-out offense. The guys stand at the 3-point line and they watch. That's not an offense, man. And it don't take half a season to recognize that. That's something you would just dressed in the freaking training camp. Like, hold on. Why is 4 guys standing? We don't have an advantage when AD's not by the basket. Come on, man. Why is anybody saying anything? This is. And I'm paying for this. And so, sorry, you got to plug up the charger and all that, man. So now I'm being asked as a paying customer to trust this man who clearly shows that he's lacking IQ-manship when it comes to basketball and execution. And I'm going to give you another example. This is how you know you have a bad coach. Sacramento game that we got beat up in Sacramento. We all know our strengths. We know our advantages, and our advantages is clearly our size. The attack against Sacramento is to beat them up on the inside, slow the game down, utilize your bigs, and attack them in the paint. But guess what happened? Everything I already knew was going to happen. They shot 48 threes to our 45. Does that look like there was any attempt whatsoever to utilize an advantage or a tactical approach of going big? No. Brother Darvin came out with the exact same game plan he has against everybody else. Throw up a bunch of threes. If they go in, we win. If they don't, we lose. That's stupidity. That is literally stupidity. That doesn't make any sense. That's not utilizing your advantage, man, to come out there and try to outshoot them from three when we don't have 3-point shooters. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I don't know how much more I can deal with this. How much more I can continue to watch this, man. Y'all telling me, second year or he was a rookie? No. These aren't rookie head coach moves this man was doing. To play those 3 guards from half a season is not rookie coach decisions. That's dumbassery. That doesn't make any sense. And the man is still coaching. And this is the person we're supposed to trust going into another playoff series against all the talent in the West. And what Ham is going to cook up a game plan to beat anybody? For real? For real. He couldn't even have a decent approach against Sacramento, and they don't have no size. They can't guard nobody in the middle. This man came out jacking up threes. And I'm supposed to trust him going into a playoff series against anybody? Unless they the Warriors. See, because they little people. You know what I mean? They a little man. I think we got an advantage over them even if he throw out his 3 guards. I think we can get the Warriors. But anybody else? Come on, man. This is Brother Darvin. Come on, man. I don't know, man. I had to get that off my chest. We had to have this conversation, man. We in trouble. Period. We're in trouble. I don't see a time where this team is going to kick up and get into a rhythm. You can't get into a rhythm offensively when your offense is built on the 3-point attack and you're not a 3-point shooting team. That means we're going to be hit and miss every other game. If we're dropping from threes, we'll win. If we won't, we struggle. Period. And that's not what our offense should be built around. That's not our strength. That is why you hire Mark Jackson, man. Somebody from the old school that has common sense IQ that would know how to utilize this team to its potential and utilize us to our strengths, which is AD closer to the basket, not being used as a center, but in pick and roll action, so he don't have to fight against 5-6 people to score like he Tracy McGrady. That's not his strength, man. And it's only going to lead to him being injured. You want to make the game easy for AD. Use him in simple pick and rolls, so all you got to do is catch and lay up. Catch and pop. Very simple. You don't want him having to score by his own creation through 5-6 people. That's stupid. And it's going to wear him down and lead to him getting hurt. Never mind, man. I can't anymore. I can't. People can't handle common sense anymore, man. I said my piece, man. This is just a love tap, man. As long as this continues, man, your boy me is gonna be coming at him, man. If y'all can't handle common sense, this ain't the channel you need to be on, man. This ain't it, man. Anyway, for those that do got common sense, I salute y'all, man. Shout out to my bros, man. Court Kings, y'all know what it is. Make sure you hit that shopcourtkings.com, get your gear, man. Y'all know where I'm be, man. Y'all know where I'm at, man. I don't know what else to tell you, man. I done said everything, got everything off my chest, man. Salute. This is Mees talking to you. And with that said, flex for y'all that support. I'm out.